It's your girl, Miss V in the building on the hot spot. In the building, we got Big Rob.
Good morning, everybody.
And a special guest, Mr. Mikey slash Michael Perry slash the kid.
Oh man, good morning.
Don't judge him by his age because he knows some things about some things.
This little dude, he's a sharp little dude.
Yeah.
Sharp young
Oh, on
dude, right?
Instagram. Hey, how y'all feeling?
Good morning, little Nick.
Blue Money
Hey,
got
morning,
six
Mr.
fires. Is that somebody you know over there, Blue Money?
I can't. My eyes.
Ellen D. Reese, Miss Kim, everybody jumping in the building. We appreciate y'all. Mikey is here to do some talking. We
Yeah.
got some big topics today.
Oh Lord, yes.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
So today, first, Mikey, you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
How y'all doing? So it's like I will see me more frequent. So we working.
Well, we thank you for being here today. It's a big deal.
For you to be here. So, one, he is my heart, and I have seen in this wonderful, hold on to you, baby, that's like holding my hand, and please hold them. And like that, you know, all of that was my favorite here. I think it is away with so long. So we got it. And the Robins was in, and so, you know, all that big deal. So today, the artist is working on all of it, so glad it was so today, is there, some morning callers. So we wanted to talk to you about how I did a situation that what about your original situation came up during a lot of years, you know, a lot of what happened. Alright, so I'm being sure to be really about all the right spot. So
That morning when I got up, like God gave me like 3 signs that I should not have went to the music video shoot. So I'm like, I get up, get myself together.
What that means is go according to your instinct.
Okay, for real.
Follow
That
your
part,
gut.
Follow your gut, because it is real. He give them to you.
I am
So-
what 7 said, welcome back.
Thank you. So, when I got up, getting dressed, my homegirl like, nah, yo, just chill out, stay here. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go. I put a bag together, I'm gonna go wash clothes real fast. Dead sneaky. So I'm like, all right, boom, I left out. Then my mom calls me. She like, come spend time with me, your niece and nephew. So I'm like, I would call me, ask me to come spend no time like that. I'm like, all right, mom, I'm gonna be there. So then my grandfather called me. He like, I need you to come sit up here with me for a while. I just want to talk. I'm like, oh my God, everybody calling us this morning? I'm like, no.
All the hints are
Yeah,
redirect.
so I'm like, all right, so I put everybody in the background. I'm loud, you know, I'm coming. So when I get down to the music video shoot, we all having a good time. So it's like we was all in the right. Everybody was in the right in the situation. So the van is parked and we inside shooting the film. So when they came and hopped out on us, it was like, yo, that's for us. So we was all in shock, like looking around.
Don't be research your gut. Always know something.
Yes, indeed. So when they opened up the doors, like after we told them like we ain't know nothing, we don't know nothing. They just opened up the doors and like everybody get out. So when the cloud of smoke and stuff get bleeding out, so I'm the last one to get out because I'm so high. So I'm like, oh my God, let me just take my time. As soon as I get out, these guys got me in handcuffs. I'm trying to figure out, ask the officer because I know him. I'm from around there. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, yo, you know me? What's up? He's like, man. Yeah, I know you, so sit tight. So I'm like, I don't want to sit tight. I'm the only one in handcuffs.
Right. And then all these people, everybody got the same car.
I don't know hate stuff, but God, like, yo, what's up for me? Like, so then when they come back, they got the bags. So now that they got the bag, they recover a handgun, 2 filled prescription bottles, Maryland State ID, and like some weed and stuff in there. So I'm like, yo, if you know my name is Michael Patterson, and you just found all this stuff with the same name matching, why would you think that's my bag?
Like, so the person's name was on the label.
On the label.
His ID was in the bag with the labels and the gun and the. Okay.
Oh man, so you know, I'm like, yo, I'm ready to go to jail. Cause they want me. That's what this all is giving. It's like, all right, no, we just came for him. And that's what they told me when they took me down there. And then they try, you know how they try to do, to try to make you, make it seem like somebody telling you on
Like the same shit that we watch on TV 24/7, 365.
It's these guys. They serious. You cannot be serious. I'm like, yo, just find out somebody could ask me for that. There's no way. Then not me. I'm the most loyal to the person that walked the earth. Like, no, I don't think so. So they
You
wanted
gotta
me to
answer,
die.
but you stay loyal.
Yeah, no, loyalty is what I'm big on. So it's yeah, God did it though. He gave, sat me down, broke me down. I was upset, all crying, cause I do cry too. So I was,
You hear me, shorty?
Yeah.
Don't let nobody ever tell you that it's like wrong to cry. As a man, men cry fucking too. I mean, some of us hide it, some of us do it amongst ourselves, and you got others that's open with that shit, whereas though they don't give a fuck who they cry in front of. Crying don't mean that you weak, man. Crying mean that you strong. Don't ever get that twisted, ever.
Okay.
I had the pleasure of talking with Mikey before we started the show. This is a sharp little brother. He got his head on right. If we had more youth like him, I don't think we would be having the problems that we having out here. Short is smart. He made a mistake, and he decided to change his life around. So, to all the youth out there, man,
Coming to get you. I'm coming to save you.
We actually have a game plan and a mission over here real quick on Instagram, _Mr_I am music said, nah, for real, basically about the things that you had to say. Ellen D. Reed said, yeah.
She called, bro. She heard that she didn't feel it. I feel, yeah. I was all how we missed out on all our time because my mind was full of trouble. Like, it was clean. Like, I was just so good. I was so good. I was cheating. She was on my phone. I had to sit there.
Had to open my eyes.
well, the purpose of the show today is to bring awareness to the problem. And the main problem that we had was they locked this kid up for something he ain't do and something he ain't know. You know what I mean? All because they just wanted to lock him up. We here to bring awareness to, I'm sure all of us that's watching this show right now, we know somebody or got somebody that's locked up for something that they didn't do. You feel me? At the end of the day, the corruption shit need to stop, man. I got a homeboy right now. I'm going to speak his name. His name is Jay Britton. Jay Britton been locked up for 21 years for something that he didn't do. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the story was corroborated. Like the police put him at his place. They even managed to coerce the witnesses' stories to make just so that they could get yo. You feel what I'm saying? And then the bad part about it, what's really bad about it, is sometimes you get lawyers that owe favors and they throw you. So they threw my man. You feel me? 21 years. He been away from his son, his daughter, his family, his true friends. You get what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine, but the reason why I love him so much and I praise him so much is because at the end of the day, when you talk to him, he still got good spirits. His belief and his wave in God ain't never shake. You know what I mean? He ain't never rat. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, he a solid dude, 10 toes down. It's nothing or nobody could ever say about you. That's my bro. I'm not going to put all his business out there, but he'll be home soon. A lot sooner than what everybody think. He'll be home a whole lot sooner. You get what I'm saying? So, like, my thing is to bring awareness to his situation and awareness to a lot of people's situations, man. I got another friend that's in jail. His name is Rendell Jones. He's locked up for some shit that he didn't do. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that's out here, man, that's suffering. And you got to understand, man, like, if you know somebody that's in there, I'm not saying break yourself, but if you never been on the inside, you don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
It don't take nothing, man. Send a nigga $20. $20.
It's just as hard for you to know that they in there and you feel heartbroken, you can't save them. Just imagine the person in there going through it. Real quick over on Instagram, they hate me _said, hey brother, I love you. Ellen D. Reed said, I had a cousin locked up for 11 years for something that he didn't do.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is I've been on both sides of the fence. I'm out here now, and I've been on that other side. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. It's no pain worse than having relatives, friends, a girl, and all that don't do shit when you in there. And you might not have necessarily done nothing to burn their bridge. It's just some people be so consumed with life shit
With their own
outside
life,
that
it happens that they can't do that.
it can get like that. But I'm gonna tell you, just from experience, just being on the inside, don't get it fucked up. Some of us are hustlers and we move makers, so we gonna make it do what it do while we in there.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, please, man, I urge you all, if you can, if you got it, if you know somebody that's locked up, send people $10, $20. Y'all don't know how far that 20, that 10 will stretch and help that person that's in there. Like, it's a lot of dudes in there right now that's suffering. They don't got the money to get them a piece. They don't got the money to pay for a lawyer to get them back in court. They ain't got shit. They got to take that time, sit in there, go to that law library and fight that shit they self. You get what I'm saying? Today's show is to bring awareness to.
Let me ask you this, Mikey. How long were you locked up?
Approximately 4 years, like three years and some months. So I just rounded up about 4.
So going there, how old were you?
20, 21.
And how did you handle that? Like, at your young age, and
All right, so the younger me that went in there, I was like, man, I'm ready to turn this out. Like anybody play with me, I'm gonna make an example. That was my only. I'm like, I never been a president. All I know is somebody even think they're gonna play with me. I'm gonna show y'all. Like that was my whole mind. So then, but God is so good because it worked out like this. Like when I went in, it felt like I was in school, and then it was like all the older guys like would just sat back and just saying me like, yo, not like them. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, let me go ahead, let me ask him and let me speak to him alone so I can see where his mind at. And ever since then, it was like, even though I am still a civilian, it was like everybody in their group, the nations and everything that's in there. So it was like everybody keep gravitating like, yo, I don't really watch TV. So it was like, I'm either in a book or I'm learning. It's like, I like to flood my brain. So the screen time was serious. It was like, I'd get on the phone. My mom would tell you, I rarely call home because visits and the phone really break me
I
down.
spoke to you twice the whole time.
Yeah, and that break me down because it's like, yo, I feel like I'm disappointing my family by even being in a situation. It's like, and then it hurt like to hear our voice and then not to see y'all and then to open my eyes and I'm around all these guys. It's like, yo, where the love at? Like, yo, wait, I need somebody to talk to. So it was like it was harder to talk to these older guys that was trying to like bring me in. It was like, yo, I don't trust y'all. Like, I'm in here with y'all.
Yeah, you gotta get and that's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of people don't understand that if you ever been locked up, when you get locked up, like for me, I go in. I don't really play the phone like that because I don't want to know what's going on uptown if I know I'm gonna be in here for a minute. So you get in what's called bit mode for real. Like you on point. Like you not thinking about outside.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you not worried about it. If you know you're gonna be in there for a minute, then that's what your mentality and your focus on. I'm not calling up to because you don't want the headache. And two, that phone shit can get you chopped up.
Yeah.
That phone shit, niggas don't be playing about that phone on there.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole different world. People don't be understanding. Like if you've never been, I'ma just say like it's a whole different world. And me, I'm first to tell you, like I ain't one that did no 3, 4, 5 years straight. I didn't do what he did. But I did do 18 months. My little 18 months. And I was out just. You know what I'm saying?
The freedom being taken from you 5 days can seem like 4 years. I don't think that the amount of stretch makes the difference. I couldn't in myself imagine being in a police car with cuffs on, being restricted from anything that I'm unable to do myself would drive me insane. Like to know it. Because that's why I thought you got in trouble with the whole thing that happened at the mall. Because I was on your back about that.
I know.
So I kept on saying, like, hold up. Like, trying to finagle what to do. I couldn't imagine if he'd have went to jail and it was for a fight. So I didn't even know. I didn't even want to hear. I'm just finding out today what he really went for. Because you want to take care of somebody so bad.
Right.
And when I met him and his brother, they were like, no matter what life changes threw at them since growing up, these boys were solid. So to see that this was about to be taken away from him, myself, I couldn't, like, it's making me emotional thinking about it. I couldn't fathom him going. Like, he already had, like, ups and downs. This kid don't need this. So, like you said, 18 years wasn't long, but
18 months.
18 months. I mean,
18 years.
18 months.
18 years. Huh?
18 years wasn't, 18 months.
That's a whole
wasn't
nother,
much.
that's a
But
whole
being
nother
restricted,
conversation.
but being restricted from life, 18 hours is a lot. You know how many people lose their mind just for being in jail overnight, and they just in the bookings.
I mean,
Like, real quick, I'm gonna get to some of these comments because they are rolling real quick. Ellen D. Reese said, "Hey Pudge." Oh, that's somebody else. He's talking to people that can't join in. Hey, thanks for joining. Hey, Aisha Lane. Ellen D. Reese said, "No, real shit. I'm gonna go crazy." Yeah, a couple hours send me crazy. They hate me. Said hard body.
Listen, at the end of the day, right? You gotta understand that when you out here, right? My thing is, if you're not doing nothing and this shit happens, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But if you out this motherfucker and you doing shit, you know that come with it. You gotta accept that shit.
Yeah.
Cause it come with it. You get what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, everybody got their little bits of time. You always get somebody like, oh nigga, you ain't did shit. That little 18, you ain't did. You know, that's how niggas talk.
Yeah.
But when I'm saying it to me, that was it was an experience that I'll never forget. You get what I'm saying? No, I ain't do no 5, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But I did my little 18 months, and I did it at MCIJ. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like shit be different, man. Shit just hit different. All I'm gonna say is, man, at the end of if you doing what you supposed to do, then I mean you still gotta be on point because shit happens.
Yeah.
But if you out this motherfucker and you breaking law, stand 10 toes down, man. Stand 10 toes down, please. Because at the end of the day, it come with the game. It come with it.
Yeah.
How can you want to reap all the benefits and all the good shit from it, but then when the other shit come, oh, you don't want that.
Yeah.
That's why the shit called the game.
Yeah.
It come with it.
Yeah.
You can't be out here doing all the shit that you're doing, thinking that it ain't gonna be no consequences or repercussions behind it. It is. That's just what it is, and that's what people need to understand.
LD Reese said, "You definitely know the consequences." He said, "Some niggas be having in their head, it will never happen to me. It happens to everybody. Everybody deal with the consequences. Even if you don't deal with it because you got shot. You might not go to jail, but you got shot. You might not get shot, but your friend died. Something happens in the game. It affects everybody. And that's the point of this. We want to talk about how many people who are there and had no idea what's going to happen to them. How many young people think it's just a game and I can pull out the game when I want because I don't want to play no more. It don't happen.
It don't work like that.
It don't happen
like that.
Because Mikey, once they told you, well, basically all this your shit.
Yeah.
Even though somebody ID
it. I said, all right, go ahead. What y'all gonna do? Just tell me how much time I gotta do it. I'm ready to do it. Cause I'm not no teller. I don't do no teller. No sir. I ain't signed up for that. I signed up for the game. I didn't sign up for
unfortunate
that.
of your situation, it wasn't even, did you have to tell? The stuff was here with
Yeah,
somebody's
my
name
name.
on it, their ID with it,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
So even if you had told, it wouldn't have made a
It's
difference.
different.
Because nigga, if we say it's yours,
Yeah.
And that's the corruption of police officers.
Yeah.
You see everything that is belong to the person.
And that's what when we went in front of the judge with this, I'm like, yo, I said, excuse me, Your Honor, are you serious? Did you read this? He said, yes, I did, Mr. Patton. I said, and you fine with that. You fine with the statement that he given, saying, it's on these black and white papers, he's saying, he found the handgun with the ID in the pill box, and you got me. This what you want, right? She, yeah, this is what we got. All right, that's all right. I just want to make sure that
So it went from the police officer to the judge. Everybody that's seen this is still.
Hey, go ahead, take the wheel, God. Go ahead, you got it. Jesus, take the wheel. Go ahead. Just roll with it. I was like, man.
And sometimes it's what the outcome needs to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes you snatched up, when you said on a guard level, we was talking this morning, Rob and I, we was talking how things that's in your life is gonna just come. It ain't about your friends. It ain't about your family. Sometimes it's what your hand called for. And you gotta chalk it up. A lot of shit you done got away with.
Yeah, that's what I say. I say, you know what? I could have been taken away for the rest of my life, 30 years, life. You know what I'm saying? For all the things that I've done.
Or in a box. I mean, you gotta consider all the alternatives.
Oh my
You know what
God.
I'm saying? Like at the end of the day. And see, that's like the message today, like we said, we talk about police corruption and how it's a lot of people that's locked up that ain't got no business being locked up, you know what I mean, for some shit that they ain't do. But we also gotta bring awareness to the youth to let them know, like, yo, it's cool to go work a job.
Yeah, oh my
It's
God.
cool
That's
to
it,
go.
yeah.
It's cool to go to church.
Okay.
It's cool to, you know what I mean, to not want to hang out, stay in the house.
Yeah.
It's cool to not want to be a gangster. It's cool
Yeah.
to not want to be a gang member. It's cool for that.
Yeah,
That shit
it's
cool.
good. That's
Don't
good.
get it fucked up.
Because
I know niggas that's personally, you know what I mean? Like, that'll tell you, like, tell these young niggas, like, yo, shorty, this shit ain't what it's all that it's cracked up to be.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, my message to the youth is, man, let's get it together because don't nobody want to be in jail. I don't wish jail on my worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? And in fact, I wish you not in jail. That way I can deal with you outside. I don't wish jail on my worst enemy.
Led you home and already and ready to let God lead you the right way. And the thing is, if you hadn't been through that 4 years, first of all, your 4 years wasn't gravy, but God had his hands on you because ain't nothing happened to you. You didn't get caught up in no shit. But you had to go through it because now you're able to come out, tell your brother, tell Maurice, tell other young men. Like you said, I just plan on pulling people up on the street saying, can I talk to you for a minute? That God put you on the path because he know that you're straight up enough, you're genuine enough, that if you tell your story and tell somebody, redirect themselves, they're going to hear you. So sometimes God line us up to where we need to be.
Yeah, for real, because, you know, I ain't had no structure. That's one thing I can say is a plus about prison. You're going to learn structure. You're gonna learn some structure.
It definitely teach you. It definitely teach. See, people don't understand. In jail make you value the little things. And when I mean something is little, when I say little, I mean it make you value your toilet.
For real.
It make you value being able to open your refrigerator and get whatever you want to eat out of there. It make you value basic. It's fresh air. It make you value toilet paper.
Yeah.
It make you value the little shit that we take for granted every day.
Gentleman I know that watched the show, he said being home, he always take baths now. He said, I miss not being able to take a bath. Get in the tub and lay in the tub.
Relax your soul.
People don't understand it. I hear people like a ride a man for wanting to take a bath. It had bubbles in this shit too. Real shit. Listen, at the end of the day, but see, I gotta meet my theory for why I use bubbles is different. Like, what I mean is, see, I use bubbles because it prevents you from the dirt rings from being around the bubbles keep the dirt, like, whereas though, like, it'll go down, it'll be at the bottom of the tub, but not the ring. It don't really leave the ring. That's the reason why I use bubbles. Nigga got method, fuck it. But I mean, like, I ain't gonna lie, prison, you got prison and you got jail. Prison will make you value the shit, and he can speak on it more than me. You know what I'm saying? It make you value the little things in life, man. It make you go home and hug your peoples more. It make you tell your peoples you love them more. You know what I'm saying? It make you value and look at things. You'll think before you react. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good things that could come from it. You get some that learn and some that never learn. You know what I mean? It's different walks, it's different breeds of people. You know what I mean? Everybody not gonna receive that shit on the first go round. You know what I mean? I'm fortunate that I didn't receive it on the first go round because I was locked up 3 different occasions. So I didn't receive it on the first round. I didn't give a fuck. I came right home doing the exact same shit that I was doing and got me locked up.
My nephew, Outback when he first moved to New York. He sold it called Outback.
Was like horrible things about Outback for a 14-year-old. So that kind of put a lot of emotional stuff in there. But he went in. He did all the years he did, almost the whole. I think he had 20 something. He did almost all of it. Came home. So he went in at 14. Came home almost 30.
Yeah.
Got in trouble and went right back in months.
And I think
Because his mindset was already stuck right there. I don't understand how the system don't have something worked out mentally right off the bat.
And that's
Before release date. You know, start counseling before that. I don't understand that.
I don't know how they don't got anything about like as far as like self-care, like self-help, because they do.
They
But
have
like
all
like
those things.
no, not the prison, but like got a couple guys that ministry and do what they do, and that's good. But it's some people be so institutionalized, they don't even know they institutionalized. They just only know that little box that they was confined in for 20 years. When you meet somebody inside of a box for 20 years, this is all you know, and then you go out and you see people. Oh, I'm scared now.
Right.
I'm scared. What the hell?
Because you're not used to people just coming up walking by. Like,
And you gotta understand, like, I feel like we got some, but I don't believe that we got enough programs out here to really help people transition from coming home and making it back into society. Now, as for me, I'm an advocate for for felons coming home. I'm working on a nonprofit program right now where I drive trucks and I got a trucking company. So what my plan is to grab convicted felons that come home that don't have a job and take them, walk them through getting their CDLs. And after they get their CDLs, then they come and work for me. They got a job off the rip.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like I got.
Because that's hard too to have a job right from CDL school. Because if you come out being a convicted and you don't have the driving experience, people still ain't gonna hire.
But see, this is how I look at the situation with the CDLs. What people don't understand, that the trucking industry, we need drivers. We are short drivers. We don't have enough drivers to drive the trucks because a lot of people. I'm speaking from a trucker. The problem is a lot of people want to stay home. Don't nobody want to get on the road and leave their families, leave their girl, and they feel like they got a lot to lose, or a lot they're gonna miss something, or they don't want to be away that long. Me, this is just my opinion. I drove OTR for 7 months. I seen 46 states in 7 months, but I only came home twice in the 7 months. Right now, I gotta be real with you. I was homesick like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I was, but
you're in game.
I made it work, and it was beneficial to me in the trucking industry because all that moving home to get to where I get to, that good. It helped me grow as far as with being a trucker. Now, if you a young guy and you trying to get away, I would suggest you take on that kind of job because, for one, it's gonna keep your ass out of trouble. You going around and you saying, I tell people all the time, it's more to life outside your little 8-block radius. You know what I mean? It's more to life than just up and down Park Heights. It's more to life than up and down North Avenue. Right. It's more to life than up and down Emerson Avenue. You get what I'm saying? Like up and down Monument Street. It's more to life than just that. You get what I'm saying? Leave the hood sometimes.
And you gotta have an end game. Real quick, over on YouTube, WLC Naz Gotti, he was actually interviewed on a couple weeks ago on another show. He sent some flames, like I said, it's hot, or we hot, or you hot. Yeah. But either way, shout out to you and thank you. My thing is, you should always have an end game. And that's something that I raised my sons with. A lot of people always say a single mother can't raise a son. Ooh. You can.
Oh, yes.
Black women, we work our hardest, our best when our back is against the wall.
Right.
Okay.
You get that eviction notice, you get that turn off notice. That's when we come out like, I got a plan. Right. You gotta have a game plan and everything. Yeah, like you could say I went to jail. All right, now you ready to come home with your game plan. You came home with a game plan. We sat in that office, man. Look, I want to do this. I want to have an older guy on the show, younger guy, and I want to give the people back. I want to say what we need to do. I want to say what you was
Yeah.
ready with a transition.
Yeah.
I want to go see this person in Atlanta. I want to do this. You had a game plan.
But we got to figure out a way to implement those kind of game plans, and a lot of these people that don't have.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not saying.
No, I know.
Not to.
I know, but what I'm saying is we got to try to figure out a way to implement a game plan into these young guys, or some of these old ones that come home that keep having the same reoccurring cycle. Whereas though you come home, the nigga home for 6 months, he going back. It's sad when you have a conversation with a nigga and he be like, man, shit, this time I've been home like 2 years. And the nigga be saying it like that's an accomplishment. And it's like, my nigga, apparently what you doing,
Ain't working.
it don't work. So try another way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Gentleman I talked to that actually watched the show too. He did 21, 22 years, something like that. And then, like now he home, been home a couple years, still have issues with working the phone, a cell phone.
Right.
Prevalent like they are.
Yeah. Like,
There's a lot of things that you can get confined and stuck to. They hate me said, like what I said about my nephew, said that he was stuck at 14. You are stuck at that age. So now the thing is, what are the people in the community? Because I don't believe that
well, you limited. Well, and
the
then
Congress won't do much
Right.
for what we need.
right. Well,
But we got to all start putting stuff
right.
in place. I am determined that a young person that I come in contact with, y'all know how I am. I'm gonna go hard. Look, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to get them on point and get them right.
Yeah, that's where the village come in.
And that's where I believe that the world society is lost because we don't have the village. You know, I always tell a story about how one day I called y'all and I was like, y'all supposed to be at my house. We're supposed to be getting together and talk about the show. Y'all was like, well, it's hot. We ain't had no way. We say what? I said, all right, so I'm gonna give y'all 20 minutes to get to my house. Y'all tell me what y'all want to do, and then y'all can tell me if y'all need me in y'all life. These niggas showed up in 20 minutes, sweating bullets, ready to pass out. The thing is, if you got it right there, the young people want it. But too many people, oh, I'm flashy, I got my own business, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and ain't nobody teaching the young people shit. Therefore, they feel like they should go hard. They killing each other like crazy out here.
I'm so glad that I got a strong support system and good people around me that keep me grounded and keep me reminded of where I come from and what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Right now, currently, I'm raising my young son. For those who don't know, I spoke briefly on it on the other shows. I just, my youngest son just started living with me. He's 13. He's very impressionable. You know what I'm saying? And I be goddamn if I'm gonna lose my motherfucking son to these goofy ass streets because that's not what's up. I feel like I threw enough bricks at the penitentiary, and I took on a lot, and I've experienced a lot. You get what I'm saying? Enough for me to be like, okay, granted, it's his life. He's gonna live his life, and he's gonna make his decisions. But my job is to sway, as his dad, to sway him from going that direction. You know what I mean? You gotta understand, shorty. Now, I'm telling you, don't do this. But if you choose to do it, now these is the consequences. Now, if you want to deal with these consequences, then make sure you deal with them, make a decision, live with it, and deal with it.
You gotta be trying to get a hold of these people, these young kids, man, because like right now, it's a lot going on, man. I was just reading an article
For Fox 45, and it was like a 15-year-old just got killed yesterday on my way. And I'm like, I mean, what the fuck? Like, I get some of these little young niggas are don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But like, come on, man. Like, yo, these little kids, it's like they lucky if they make it to 20.
They damn lucky if they make it to 20. The crazy thing
Like,
is,
that's bad.
like Mikey was saying Saturday with your game plan. Nobody is going up to him saying, "Look, check this out." You don't know. Like even though, bro, with your own kid, you said you know how he was looked at as he was rough and off the chain. But then when I sat down and talked to him, the kid wasn't nothing
Like you thought.
like we thought. We sat there and the kid disclosed everything. All he needed was that safe space to say, this is what it is, and this is why you shouldn't. Too many people don't teach the young people cause and effect. Yo, because you out here with this gun, think you toting, think you bad, somebody gonna blow your fucking head off the rip. Why? Because your mouth big, you on the corner and you got a gun. They gonna shoot you first because they think you're gonna shoot them. So what I need you to do is remove yourself from this environment. If don't nobody tell them that, they thinking that's all they got is to tote this gun and stand on the corner.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is, at the end of the day, it's all in the message that you're going to give them. Because if they getting the right message from the right motherfucker, they going to listen. Trust and believe. They will listen. Now, you got some that absolutely, positively, they going to do what they want to do. They going to move to the beat of their drum. But a lot of these kids, you think about it, half of these motherfucking kids is followers. They doing what they think is slick and what they think is cool.
And that's why, for me,
Trying to fit in and shit.
Going to them, becoming the village like we used to be when I was younger. Everybody had their hands on
Nigga, you still young.
But you know, after we just went through this, and just imagine that. And how old are you now, Mikey?
24.
And 24, he's saying when I was young. Can you imagine what he been through and make him say at 24 he feel old?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's crazy. Like back in the day,
The villages don't care.
I mean, like I said, I just think it's like society have fucked everything up, and I'm gonna speak
Oh my
from
God,
a,
this
and I'm
social media shit now.
and I'm gonna speak from a black man growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm an older black guy, and I've been through hell's fire and back, and the shit that I've been through and I had to endure and shit, it's like, yo, it's gotten so fucking worse. It's like deliberately done. Like I tell people all the time, I feel like we all psychologically programmed to some degree. And it's like the way that these kids view shit and see shit, it's like they're deliberately doing things to break it up so that we can't have control of our kids.
So I really don't think that it's the children. I think that it's the system, it's the fucking community, it's the fucking politicians. I don't think that it's the children because they don't grasp the concept real quick. Now, Gotti said that's what a lot of my generation need is guidance. I believe everybody just needs the guidance. When we were in school, I'm 44. When I was younger in school, we were taught stranger danger. So already I knew growing up, people who I don't know ain't fucking safe until I know it's safe.
Right.
I was taught McGruff the crime dog. So I ain't do shit wrong because I already know McGruff the crime dog, like crime is bad. We was taught officer friendly. The police was friendly unless otherwise you told nah.
Yeah.
We had police when I was growing up that walk the beat. They walk up and down the block, speak to you and your family, everybody on the steps. You don't have that now. And not know your fucking neighbor next door for years.
Yeah.
It's awful. The children ain't deliberately doing it. They just doing the muck of shit that's left out there for them. There's no structure out there for them. I know the young people who I touch, I know everybody probably say, Miss V so hard. She goes so aggressive. But y'all also know once y'all come in, I'm going to love y'all.
My son.
But I'm going to give you hard because the streets ain't going to give them soft. So I got to give them stuff hard right off the rip.
My son, little homeboys, they like, man, your dad mean, man. Why he always going off like that? And I had to explain to him one day that I had him in my car. I'm like, yo, because I fucking love my son. I was like, I'm going to go hard for sure. I'm going to fuss at him. If I feel like he's not following the rules, he's a child. He's not 21. He's not 18. He's 13. And y'all kids are out here moving like y'all fucking grown.
They grown.
He's not grown. He has rules. He has chores. He got all that shit. I'm not with that shit. I'm not letting my motherfucking son be one of these dumbass niggas fuckboys. I'm not doing it. Fuck that. I'ma die about mine, yo. Like, that's just how I feel about my motherfucking son. I'm not playing about shorty because,
and
like
that's
I
how
said,
more fathers need to be. Whether the mothers is a fucking chicken head, whether she just wants your child support, whatever. You need to be there for your kid.
period.
Daughters or sons. Men need to be there in the children's lives. He needed to hear his dad is not just mean, but his father love him. Because he probably don't hear from another man that I love him as a child. I love him as a person. I love him as my
That
child.
ain't no homo shit.
They don't get
Tell your motherfucking son that you love him.
Yeah.
You feel me? You trust me and get you a long motherfucking way. Niggas gotta stop letting that. Don't emasculate your son.
So,
All I'm saying is be a man, be stern in your ways, be firm in your ways, but let your motherfucking child know that they love you, that you love them. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Or if you don't, they're gonna look for that love from somewhere else. They're gonna look for it from the nigga on the corner. That's jamming.
And there's some niggas on the corner that's gonna pull a man. Why? Because they want him to work for him.
Right.
that's
So it's always a way. If you don't stand for something, everybody will look at you like you the nigga that fall for anything. Every time. My own kid, my youngest son, it was hard to get him to listen. No matter how hard I am and other people like, I could not get this boy to listen. So he selling weed. He's thinking I don't know. So his sister know. I don't know. He ain't staying at the house, but every time I come, nigga, you don't think I smell a book bag? But I let it ride. I let it ride for a minute. But then he confide to the sister like, cause I gotta sell this to make this money back, cause this happened. And then she came to me like, "Ma, now I gotta tell you." I said, first of all, I know, because I know my children. I am a person who's always up on self-awareness. I know young people around me, I know what they got going on. You know that before the fuck they tell me. But, so I definitely know my own kid. So I pull them up like, what's going on? Well, I'm gonna do this and that, and I gotta owe this part. So if I get this from them, I gotta make the money. You know how they try to flip it,
Yeah,
make the money back. I said, no, listen to what you just said. You gonna get some more to put back some money that got messed up to make this money. I said, but you don't realize now you just owe some money off that.
You know something? Bottom line, a lot of these younger guys, they need, because I mean, you got to look at the.
But wait a minute, let me finish telling you what he did. So he's not understanding that the more you get, even though you're going to make more money, that's what these young boys don't get, and I want y'all to hear me. Even though he's willing to give you more, so you can jam more money. So now you see the extra money, the money you got to put back.
Yeah.
But off that bulk, you still owe some money.
Yeah.
So every fucking flip, you get more money, but you putting it back. So either you're going to end up with nothing at the end, or you're going to owe this man forever.
Yeah.
So you ain't even seeing what you're doing, but he's looking at me as, that's my mother. She don't know nothing. Let me tell her the streets. And I'm like, let me tell you about your mother who used to sell weight till some niggas ran up in the house.
Yeah.
Now let me put you on game. So I pulled the kid up.
Yeah.
Look, whatever the fuck you gave him, he going to run it back to you. How much he owe you? He said how much he owed him. I went to the bank. I got the money here with the money, and I don't want you around here no more. And he looking at me like, Mom, but it's me. I said, I don't want you around here.
Yeah.
Stop by and speak if you coming to speak. But you can't sit here, you can't parlay, don't even be in the parking lot. You gotta put your foot down.
Yeah.
Was I nervous that this kid was gonna go hard on me? Fuck no, because I'm saving my child life.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you to your face, what he owe you, the shit you just gave him, run it back. What's your overflow he owe you? I'm gonna go to the bank, I'm gonna give you that, and then I want you to stay the fuck from around here. Too many people not willing to do that for the young people.
Yeah,
So that ties into, I'm going to piggyback off of what you just said because I was going somewhere with it. Like at the end of the day, everybody got a pass. I got a pass. You know what I mean? I used to be in the streets heavy. At some point in time, the shit get old and you change routes on what you're doing. Bottom line, these kids need mentors. And the mentors, I get that it's some out there, but they need some that they can relate to.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you're going to touch this kid, and he gonna feel where you coming from because you experienced the same kind of things that he did, so he can relate to you. So now he don't have a problem opening up to you and trying to seek guidance and go the right way. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you got to look at the state that the city in right now, man. You got to think these motherfuckers closing wrecks. They doing all kinds of stupid shit.
They taking crafts out of school.
Right, and then they fund, but you'll fund some dumb shit like the Indy 500 riding through the streets downtown, but won't fund these motherfucking condominiums and all these fucking vacant ass houses we got, and closing recreation centers where the kids don't got no fucking way to go, nowhere to play, but then get mad because they gravitate to the streets, pick up guns and want to kill each other. That's stupid shit.
They limited
What
to
the fuck is the
only
city
that.
doing? Nothing.
Limited to only that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm seeing your comments, but I'm into the conversation. I'm sorry. Everybody, welcome. Thank y'all for joining. Real quick, Brian Pierce said,
Yeah, thank
"Street
everybody for joining.
mentality keep men from expressing their love, which is why."
they see everybody, people see what you are.
Like, at
What you say,
the end of the day, like I said, you can't you don't never limit your love for your child based off of masculinity. That's
And
the dumbest
a
shit.
lot of men do that.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit
I
in
ain't
the
gonna
world.
make them soft. You gotta teach them a soft side.
That's not. In fact, that's not making your child soft. It's actually making your child's heart grow a little fonder. That's all. That's all you doing, man. It's nothing. That's the problem, man. People don't
And it's
understand.
building his conscious mind. That's what people don't get. Like when we were in school,
Too much
we
hate.
learned cause and effect.
Right.
Because you do this, this is the effect of that. I learned cause and effect in fucking first grade. I knew because I do this, something is going to come. Because I do this, an effect is going to happen.
Right.
If you tell your child you love them, if you love on them, you building their conscience. You know what? I can't do that because even if I'm not hurting me, I'm gonna hurt my mother.
But for those,
Even if I ain't hurting me, my dad gonna feel some kind of way because he ain't raised me to be that way. You get what I'm
and I
saying?
definitely feel your point.
Yeah.
And I want to piggyback off of that too. Like at the end of the day, like don't be afraid if you see a kid with your kid. Don't be afraid to open up to that kid, talk to him because you need to know number one who the fuck your kids around.
Please, please.
You need to know that. So
I
have a
know everybody my kids know.
you have a conversation with these little kids. See where their minds at. See what's going on with them. If these kids don't mean your kids well, keep their motherfucking ass away from your kids and start.
If you can't help regroom that kid shouldn't be around your child.
Yeah.
It start with parenting. I mean, I get all of us got lives, but listen, when you had them kids, these kids ain't asked to fucking come here. So you gotta do what the fuck you gotta do. If you want to see change as far as what the fuck going on out here, then fucking take control and do what the fuck you supposed to do with your kids.
Real.
Because a lot of these motherfucking kids out here running wild because ain't nobody telling them shit. I see so many parents, and it's no knock to nobody.
Sit the fuck down and shut up.
This is no knock to nobody.
I see so many parents that trying to be their kids'
Peers instead of being their fucking mothers and fathers.
Yeah. Real.
It's cool. Okay, you want to be your child's friend? Fine. It's no knock to you. But I'm not going to equate myself to my child. You are my son. You are my daughter. I am not your friend.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you can come and talk to me about whatever, and you can trust that your secrets are going to stay with me. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna draw the line.
And see, a lot of parents don't give that, bro, because they think they got to meet up the children where they are and be their friend to get the children to talk to them. No, we good. My kids will bring other kids home and like, look, my mom a good person to talk to. But and that's correct. You know I have fun with y'all. But at the end of the day, I'm like, hold the fuck up.
Right. Respect.
We got off the phone today. My kid ain't say, "Ma, I love you," like he normally do.
Oh, she was
When I went to that nigga got here to his face.
Let
What the
it
fuck
Getting
is
his ass. That's right.
We ain't even gonna stop. Don't
Right in front, and in front of
in front of
getting his ass.
And I'm used to it, but she won't let me let it down, so I gotta clear this up because I was in a rush. I thought today was Friday, so I thought the show was going to be tomorrow. So I'm like, you know what? Tay like, yo, you know you gotta be at the station at 10:30. It's 10:30. It's already to the bro. You
I
tripping?
know I am about the time.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, it's not. He like, yes, it is. He showed me the flyer. I'm like, bro, it's not today, bro. Today, I'm like, yo, bro, it can't be. So when I called you, I'm like, I was already ready for you to get in my trenches. I'm like, shit, I hurry to get the address and I'm out. I'm on my way.
And then you hug. I said, "Oh, what you gonna be doing? Oh,
I got it.
I ain't teach you no respect." Wait till I see him face to face.
But
You gotta be willing to do that. Like you said, with your son pulling them up in the car, you gotta be willing to put yourself out there and say, "Ho, ho, ho." No matter who you around, this is what it is.
all seriousness.
We love each other. Nigga, you been getting off the phone, ma, I love you. Do that shit today.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's what we need. We need accountability, and we need parents to step the fuck up You see these kids, man. Listen,
YouTube said, well said. Thank you, Jacqueline.
I went one day. I had to go sit with my son in school. Now, keep in mind, I coach football and all that. So a lot of his teammates are in his class. So we sitting in there. I walked in there, and when I walked in there, little kids found it like they thought it was cool because I played with them on the field.
Mm-hmm.
But I draw lines with that because I'm like, okay, I'm playing, but now I'm serious.
Yeah, we want
I'm an adult. I don't play disrespect. I'm old school. All that bullshit. You are a kid to me. You're gonna fucking respect me as a man, an older man. Like I don't know. Like I tell people all the time, it's so crazy because you don't see. Like when I was young, I was taught you gotta open the door for an older lady. If you see them carrying their bags, if you see a lady going across the street, help across the street, you get like you don't see that no more.
Because nobody is teaching the freaking structure. I'm telling you, I can get in here Saturday morning. I'll wait till the boys come. Like, I got sweep and mop, then the trash guy go out. These young niggas be in here on it. Ho, you want me to get this? You want me to do that? Because they already know. Because I already told them beforehand. Right. So now when they come in here, they already know what it is. At the end of the day, they know we're going to food, we're going to cut out, and I still love them. Nobody's teaching this children.
Structure. The structure is the key word. And that ties all back into like the shit that's going on and with the decisions that these kids making to put themselves in situations going in these fucked up ass jails in this fucking system. You want to keep these motherfucking kids out the system, man. We making them motherfuckers rich.
Yeah. And that's what ties back to the topic with police corruption. The police are going to be corrupted. You're going to find something that's going to be dirty. Like you said, the whole case was sealed when they found the bag with the prescription and the person ID. But still, you got 4 years for it. You got to know what's around you and how much danger that you're in. Because the system is designed for you to go home.
But they is gonna tell you, hey, we gonna have these tablets next month. We gonna have the tag. Y'all gonna be here. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all got the TV. Y'all got music. Y'all got speakers.
And that's crazy. You ready to tell me how when I come? By the time you come back, I got the tablet.
You're gonna make it comfortable for me to be in jail. Away from my family.
To be confined.
You ain't got to get out your bed. It's like you got the phone right there. You got the tab. You lay in the bed. Comes up again. I get up. Order your own food. It's like.
And just imagine how many thousands of dollars they got for you to lay in that bed. That tablet cost them shit compared to what they got for you being in there.
Yeah. For real.
And we can't keep on looking at politicians, the jail system, good cop, bad cop. We can't keep looking at them and save our kids.
I mean,
we can't.
I agree with you there.
If we teach them at ground zero what it is, like you said, what structure is, I ain't got to worry about you going that way.
I get that. But I need you to know, like, at the end of the day, and this is to tie back into the topic, these dirty ass motherfucking police, let's be clear, like, these white folks don't go through that.
At all.
I got a Caucasians, whatever y'all prefer to be called, y'all don't go through it.
I'm not saying that it's bad. What I'm saying is the structure that I need you to know that you don't count to nobody.
No, I understand your point. I was just trying to make my point known to where the person understand where I'm coming from with that. Like everything that V said is on point. But I'm still saying, like, at the end of the day, even with the structure and the whole nine, the topic is police corruption. These bitches gonna do what they want to do. Like I was just telling them before we started the show, like the other day, they was randomly stopping people on Liberty Road for nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, like, these police be funky, man. Like, they get behind you and they hope, like, shit, something wrong with your shit. They get behind me, I be so in my bag and so comfortable. I be like, what the fuck you want? I be ready to lean on them bitches because I live legit now. Beforehand, if I was in the street, I'd be shook. I'm hitting corners because I know I'm dirty. I'm hitting corners. I'm like, all right, these bitches, as soon as they flash their lights, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to take a fleeing in the loot.
Yeah.
At the end of the
You know what's
day.
crazy about that? I've never been arrested, never been pulled over and locked up for anything. But to this day, the police get behind me with my driver's license and me owning business. I'm still looking like, what the fuck do they want? I'm still going to sweat. They just want to tell me my tail right now, but I'm still going to sweat. My sons leave out, I'll be like, Maurice, let me know when you get there, when you get back. Because at the end of the day, we still don't count. We don't count enough. Real quick, I'm sorry, over here on Raw Page, the people I'm forgetting. Lena Gas said, good morning. Kenneth Cherry put a thumbs up. Isha Bracy said exactly. She came back to say, they are taking a lot of things from our children, but it is also in the music they listening to.
Oh, yes,
So, Mama said,
yes, it
that
is.
part.
That part. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna let the young gun speak on that
Yo,
first.
oh my gosh. Like, you know, when
And the tough part is we got 4 minutes before we wrap up.
oh my God, I'm gonna be short, sweet. Like the platforms that these guys out here listening to, they don't. These artists know what they're doing, so it's like it's sad because most of them come from the same background as us. Yeah, it's good to get your testimony, but let these guys know, like, if you had a better way to do it, and because you have a better way now, and you would have chose that route a long time ago, like. So why isn't nobody out here rapping about, oh yeah, I'm a business owner, I'm a truck driver, I own property management, and I'm a graphic art designer, I'm a doctor.
I got an answer for that. They not rapping about that because it's people who put them on the label who pay them for making the music, telling them I don't want that.
That ain't
And
gonna
they
stop.
gonna make it's not going to sell. So I need you to these kids like Maurice rap. You don't come from a bad background, but at the end of the day, depending on how bad you want the career, the person who put you in line for it, going to tell you, no, I need you to rap about this. And if you want that bad, they're going to do it real quick over on YouTube. Jacqueline Collier said the answer to the police corruption is to hold police accountable by attacking their pockets. Instead of putting them on desk duty, attach consequences to their pension. Jacqueline, now that will make them act like they got some fucking sense.
I mean, it's good, but I think I would disagree because
We already have too much money. Big money. Right? And that answer in that long term. Yeah. But when they done, so I think what they're really saying, if I need that to me, and I play with that. But I don't necessarily in the long term identify. And then that's what makes you think twice. And then you always have to mom with kids. Or they go,
Hold on. I don't pick and choose my words, but I don't particularly like the authorities. That's what I'm saying, right?
Okay.
So, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this too. I just looked at something because when you on YouTube and then you on social media, you always tend to see things. I seen some shit the other day where they found 5 black police did some shit and they fired all 5 of them, right? But when these white motherfucking police do shit, these white motherfucking police can pull you over and say, I'm going to shoot, like they shoot you for nothing.
yeah.
I'm talking about they literally, we got these motherfuckers on camera and
Jacqueline is right. Hold them accountable.
But
How can we hold them accountable for it?
But what good is holding them accountable if the higher ups are gonna let these motherfuckers get away with it?
If we put the pressure on the higher ups to lose their seat in office, for them to get a reprimand, see, we are as colored people strong. If we together, I was going to say we are a large community. Is what I'm saying. We are a large body. But what black people they have a tendency to not jump on the bandwagon until a whole bunch of people doing it already. The Black Lives Matter, yeah, right. The lives matter. Like there's a lot of things that we need to push that we don't push. If we unify together and strong arm these people in bigger office and put them in a position that they might lose their job, they might lose their seat. They'll crumble, they'll fall back.
Well, 2 things I want to say.
But if you ain't standing together, ain't shit worth it.
2 things I want to say, piggybacking off of what you just made, the comment you just made. The Black Lives Matter movement, I look at that like that was some scam shit. That's just me. That's my opinion. Keep in mind, this is an opinion-based podcast where we got our own opinions. Don't judge me for that. It's just my opinion.
Right.
Now, as far as the higher ups go and things of that nature, this corruption shit. yo, we would like to. I mean, case in point on where we are in life and where we stand. When them white people rushed that house and went in there, put their feet up on the desk, shooting at black people. I'm talking about they ain't have a care in the world. If black people did that, they'd have shot us when we came past the burn.
Okay.
They just shot you at the burn.
So like at the end of the day, like we gotta pay attention. Like this understand. They didn't make no mistakes in letting us know where we are in life.
Okay.
They love to do it. They gonna let us know every waking moment and every fucking chance they get of where the fuck we at in life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, don't forget you still a nigga. And they're gonna let you know, like Jay-Z made the song, still nigga. It don't matter what you doing, how much money you got, where you go. At the end of the day, they dictate it, and it's all because our dumbasses will not unite and be on the same page.
Yeah.
We so busy, we so psychologically programmed. Like people don't understand the Willie Lynch syndrome. That shit is real.
Yeah.
And for those of you who aren't educated and know what that is, look up Willie Lynch.
Yeah.
Look up who he is.
Yeah.
This was a British slave owner that came up with ways to control us
Yeah.
psychologically without whipping us. He was like, why whip your slaves? That's mentally without doing all that.
All that.
And look at it. Light-skinned niggas versus dark-skinned niggas. Fat people versus skinny people. Old versus young. Man versus woman. And these same Willie Lynch syndrome things are being implemented and used, and this is why we cannot unite and and get on the same page. We be hating each other for the dumbest shit.
And what I'm gonna say is, to that, Rob, you definitely true. This has been the hot spot. I gotta say, this was a good show. Great conversation. Anybody who had anything to say, you got something to say later, DM me, Thomas_JMH, Facebook, Veronica Malone, YouTube, Straight Talk with Miss V. We here for it.
Yeah, Mike.
Me and Rob will always be ready for a hot topic, put you in a hot spot of what's going on in the city, what you know, what you're talking about. Me and Rob is here for every interview. Mikey, we thank you for being here.
Hey man,
I know Rob was ready to take some stuff.
Yeah, blessed. He told me that Rob told me to give out my information. All I got right now is my Instagram and my email. My Instagram is ABL_Mad Max, and the A is for A, B is for born, and L is for legend. So it's just like it's a movement. So you know that's I'm on my own thing.
Young King doing his thing.
Right.
You know, so that's
after the show, I want you to go on in the comments and pin your information there.
Right.
I want people to know that he's saying he's here to talk to you.
Yeah.
He's here to show you what happened, what you didn't go through, what you can go through, and how he can stop you.
A young king that made some mistakes in life and decided to change his life around for the best. So we gotta salute him, because we always knocking and kicking these little young dudes, but we do got some good young kids out here that's positive and want to do the right thing, and that's where I'm at. We gotta celebrate that. You know what I mean? Because it's rare when you get a young kid out here that then went to jail and decided to come home and want to reroute their life.
Right.
We gotta celebrate that shit. Then he young and he black. We need more like him, and we need guidance and mentors and anybody that's willing to help these little young boys get on the right track and stay there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not preaching. I'm not perfect. But at the end of the day, I'm sure all y'all can fucking relate to what I'm talking about.
Of course, everybody can.
No, you can't.
We're going to say again, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been the hot spot with your girl, Miss B.
And your boy, Big Rob.